This still isn't it, and they don't even sponsor me anymore. Hang on. This still isn't it, and they don't even sponsor me anymore. But, like this box says, the only way's up. Welcome back. Nice to meet you all. What's your names? Don't all tell me. I won't remember, and you'll be offended, and I'll be upset. I've got the big headphones back on. What year is it? Deary me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's me, DoctorBenjy FM. Whee! Just a silent sort of grumble, wasn't it? More of this. Okay. Well, let's find out what happened since we last met. The highlights are back, everybody. Whee! Another silent grumble. Come on. So after the win against PSG, we played Crystal Palace. It was a 2-2. Alan Saint-Maximin getting the second before they scored two, and we threw away what looked like a certain victory. Chelsea up next then. Modric got us off to a cracking start with a stunning goal, and then a penalty to seal it for us as well. Jude Bellingham scores that, so we go through in the Carabao Cup, competition that doesn't matter, and I really shouldn't care about. 2-2 against Liverpool was up next. It was Andrew Omobamidele on 93 minutes that rescued us the point before a 1-0 defeat away in Turin as Vlahovic gets the one goal for Juventus. 2-1 against Tottenham. The highlight, though, was the goal that we scored. It was a Hugo Lloris own goal, although it's not, is it? It's Sessegnon kicked it in. I don't understand. We lost 2-1. Who cares? Then, next up, West Ham. 2-1 win this time. Mitrovic and McAllister with a penalty on the score sheet before a defeat again away to Dynamo Kyiv. That 3-2 defeat, not good at all. McAllister gets a penalty in that, but it's the goal late on from there. Lovely team goal too that seals it. Annoying, to be honest. Again, the Champions League, we're fine, but we play Milan today. We'll see how we get on. And then Leicester, 1-0, Mitrovic goal, and that sees us in a pretty strong position. Again, third place in the league. Then let's show you this. You can see we're ahead of Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal quite far away now as well, but those two boys at the top, especially Liverpool, like 40 points, we're just not going to be catching them this season. It just doesn't feel like it. And Erling Haaland is banging goals in for fun. His record right now is 16 in 11. So what's the point, viewers? So let's see how we do then. Again, Champions League, we'll show you that as well before we play sort of our games. Of course, it's a league stage. 14th place, so not the end of the world. We play Milan today, who are similar to us, 5 points in this sort of middle section of the league table, and we'll see if we get on breaking news. That game is coming up. Where was that? I don't have any devices. But up first then, we play away at 10th place, actually at home, sorry, so 10th placed Fulham. Again, a game we should probably be winning quite comfortably, and that's happening in 7 days. What am I like? Yeah, sorry about the lack of uploads recently. We'll just do a bit of chat while I continue. Obviously, moving sort of done now to a degree. The next time the background you see, though, should look like the old background. It won't even look like I've moved, viewers. So the last 6 episodes of me saying, I've moved, by the way, I've moved. They're pointless because it'll just look the same as last time. Sort of why I did it, though. So I could just, move it wherever. Back live streaming as well. I'm going to be streaming a lot more in the next few weeks, or months, or forever now, really. We're going to be doing some GTA stuff, but again, focusing on probably a new Football Manager save coming quite soon as we conclude the Journeyman that I've been playing with all sorts of teams, from Latvia to Romania to Italy to Austria, everywhere. So yeah, if you're interested in that, twitch.tv/DoctorBenjy. Get over. Link in the description if you don't already follow. All sorts going on over there. It's going to be chaotic, but in a good way. Just got a financial fair play update, as if they're real, as if that matters at all. It should just be called financial play. There should be the word fair should not be in there. The January window is not too far away, but the reality is I've got 40 million to spend right now, unless they give me a little bit more, which they probably will. But the issue is I can't really spend 40 million on a player that improves any of the positions in my squad right now. Again, the big change for us, or the big move I'll make, will be a world-class striker. And it's no disrespect to Isaac or Mitrovic, who are both good, but that's the only thing I can see myself doing and spending 100+ million on him. So until I get that money, everything else, the whole squad really, is kind of set. Like, again, just to look at this team before we play Fulham, we're getting ever closer. Like, there isn't a great deal I can do from here now. Like, we're in a really, really strong position. All right, then the team for the game against Fulham then goes as follows. Ramsey in goal. Baku and Mendy either side of Torres and Lacroix. Bruno Guimaraes will sit just in front then with McAllister and Rice either side. Then Dybala on the right, Mudryk on the left, and Mitrovic up top through the middle. It's definitely become the team that we play most regularly. Nacho, Saint-Maximin and Isaac come in now and again. And even like the game against Liverpool, Omobamidele, you may have noticed, scored the goal at the end. It was like, well, let's just rotate and see what happens. And we grab a last-minute draw. So the squad... Good squad. Well done. Good squad building. Dr. Lego FM, because I'm so good at building. Right, guys? No one's called me that ever. I've made that up. Obviously made that up. All right then, here we go. Then that's the team that we mentioned that we would play. Do you know what? I don't care what Fulham. I was gonna wait and see what Fulham play. I couldn't care less. We'll check it here instead. The ball goes across. Mendy steps in, and let's see then, because what we need to do is keep momentum in the league to take into our upcoming Champions League game. That's why we're playing this one before Milan, as Mitrovic goes close. After our recent Champions League games, 2 defeats on the bounce in it, and it started off really well. We were top of the Champions League for a period of time, and that seems to have slipped away now as McAllister towards Pau Torres. Oh no, not Pau Torres. Cannons off the head of Mitrovic into the back of the net. A wonderful header. I'm getting surprised by headers every episode at the moment. That was wonderful. I do enjoy, I was reading the comments, a lot of people really like my relationship with Pau Torres. So do I. But this time, it was Mitrovic. I will take Pau Torres wherever I go. I think that's what I've already concluded. As long as we go to big teams, he'll be there because we need to be able to afford a man of such calibre and goal-scoring ability. All right, so the later scores are interesting, but here is the league table then. And you can see we're not comfortably top 4, but we're definitely comfortably top 7 now. So European football next season will be an absolute certainty. But if we don't win a competition soon, then it is going to be the case of at what point do we leave Newcastle and think, well, we'll come back to the Premier League at another time. That's the scary bit about this. McAllister on that side, whipped to the back post. Pau Torres. But someone's got to score. No one does. Well, we've got another corner. I know where it's going. I know, into the back of the net, no doubt. Pau Torres rises again. We go close. All right, half-time, 1-0. It's been very routine so far. As the sun comes out. I need to get some curtains. That's a must as well. LaCroix does really well. Steps in. Really nice defending, and then calmly into Baku. And what's really nice, because of the technical ability of our central midfielders, we work our way out of those situations so regularly. Dybala, it came from just a simple tackle from LaCroix, but then it was the midfield work that got us into position. And Dybala, it's a really good finish. Not a finish you see that often, I wouldn't say, on Football Manager actually, but you can see McAllister, this ball there, to turn the way he does, Mitrovic's hold-up play to come out to this side and play in a more a slightly quicker and obviously more potent Dybala at times. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But regardless, it's 2-0. They've both got a goal, so they're both happy. All right, Fulham throw-in on this left side. We'll see if they can develop something from this position. Okay, they go all the way back. Now we need to sort of press forward a little bit. Okay, that's one thing we're not always that good at. We do let teams play out a little bit, and it does catch us out. Okay, in the Champions League games, that happened on both occasions, as they're going to get a chance to get a shot off. Are they completely unmarked in the middle? And how they've not scored, I don't know. In fact, I think it was even offside, but they really should have done more there. I think it's better teams will concede that. That's their first shot on target, if it even counted actually, because it was offside, but still, against better teams, we will be caught out by that. And the game was basically gone. This was so fast. I didn't even make changes because of how quickly it went. Pau Torres goes close again. People get annoyed I don't make subs, so this will show them. You can make 5, can't you? So if I make 5, no one can say anything. Nacho on for LaCroix at the back as well. Joe Linton on for Declan Rice. 5 subs, sure. Yeah. Is there 2 minutes? Doesn't matter when you make them, viewers. We're just seeing the game out, aren't we? You see, full time, 2-0. Everyone's happy. Hang on, appearance fees. How much have I just spent there? Oh my God, it might be the stupidest. Oh no. I don't want to know. I'm not going to check. I don't want to know. Joel Linton's 50k appearance fee or whatever it'll be. All right, keep ourselves in the top 4 then, out the reaches of Manchester United. But we've got a game in hand as well. If we win that, go back ahead of Chelsea too. So things are looking that way, up. You can't see the box. The framing's up. Yes. All right then, Milan to come as we praise Mitrovic for his good form. And I should probably get these boys rested. Is double resting a thing? If they're already set to rest and then I make them rest, does the game double rest? I don't want to know the answer. I just assume that it does. Because if I just left it there, it wouldn't be enough rest. They would not be fit. I really should just test it. But if I remove recovery essentially and just make them all rest, they will definitely be fit for Tuesday. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, viewers. As the sun comes out once again, it's shining on me, viewers. Look, they're all going to be fit. We play tomorrow. They're almost all fit. They will be fit. Oh, FA Cup draw. This is actually big because I do care about this. So we're going to take this very, very seriously and advance to the end. Who do we get? We will play Leicester at home. I mean, that's a bit annoying because it's a Premier League side. You'd rather cruise through the early stages. And don't forget, viewers, the FA Cup, something we have to win. I mean, this is the team I wanted, but I have accidentally just selected it. It's fine. It's probably fine. Bellingham couldn't have played anyway. It's fine. The team remains the same for this game. I'm a professional. Don't worry, I'm a professional. But in other news, everyone's fit to play. So, I don't know. And I know if I hadn't rested them, there's no way they would have been fit to play. So, don't tell anyone. Keep it as our secret for now, please. If you're not just resting in those time periods, you are cocking it up, viewers. I know if I didn't rest there. Oh my God, I forgot. Every time. The champion. That is, I was so out of time. That was horrendous. The champions. Come on, everybody. Sing it with me. You know the words. The champions. The champions. Da, 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 da. The champions. Never get boring, that will it? Never. McAllister, free kick then against Milan as, about 30 yards out. It's going to have to be a good free kick from there. And he goes for the opposite corner and their goalkeeper didn't move. So I don't think he was bothered. Unfazed, viewers, not asked. Right, now I don't need those on anymore, actually, do I? Let's face it. As Rice gets up and heads away. Rice, baby. As the ball out towards that left-hand side. Oh, the touch was a little loose there, but we didn't get onto that, which was annoying. And now Dest delivers, and Mendy's head away is just about good enough. Not quite. They're back in again. Oh, no. We've already lost to one Italian side in the Champions League. It's going to be another. It's getting annoying now. It's getting irritating. It's definitely a penalty. Don't have to kid me. Because Aaron Ramsdale has got a chance here to make himself a hero and keep this out of the back of the net. Come on, Aaron. Do your best, Aaron, please. Just do your best. Do your best. He's done his best. Get in. I've over-celebrated that. Goodness me. Sorry, everyone. It was just nice to see a penalty saved. Benessa to put the corner in. Now, you don't concede from this because otherwise the penalty save was pointless. In fact, if anything, it's forced a goal as Dest heads it back across and Ramsdale, there's going to crowd cheer loudly. The players pat him on the back probably, although the players don't really interact properly on Football Manager. If you notice that ever, they can't high five, they can't hug, they don't know each other exist, viewers. As Dybala, this of course all comes from the penalty save. This highlight continues. It's Dybala's ball to Modric, by the way. It's sensational. Back across, maybe. Oh my God, how's he missed? It's a penalty. It's not a penalty, sorry. It's a corner. It was blocked by the defender. He could have played in Mitrovic, I thought, but now Pau Torres with his chance to shine. Ball to the back post. I think so. As Mitrovic gets there again. Sorry, has someone said to Mitrovic to ruin Pau Torres' days? What's all that about? I just noticed Milan have got funnels as some nice play. Talking of like good quality technical midfields, Milan have one of their own as well. Tonali in there, of course, with a couple of extra players. Like he's hired them. No, they're contracted as it stays at 0-0. Quite an up and down game so far. Again, the penalty that we gave away was unfortunate. It feels all quite loose right now, but we're going to persevere with this. It's Baku forward to Dybala. Can he get the ball back across? Dybala's touch is good enough to the back of the goal. Rice goes for a header. I've had a break, so let's just assume it's that. Rice to the back of the goal. I don't know. All right, some more possession for us, and again, Ramsdale. Not as likely to hit this long, but we don't really mind if he does. Again, we can look for Mitrovic if we think he's available, but not this time, I guess. And now Mendy to drive forward with it. You can already see McAllister supporting Mitrovic as he drops in just a little bit. It keeps that attack going as Modric now. And a couple of options on the edge of the penalty area, if we can pick them out. In fact, more than a couple. Dybala, if he can head down, goes for goal himself. Wow! What? I think we're 1-0 up. Anyone else? I mean, why does it... Okay, it's fine, I guess. What I'm assuming, viewers, is that the penalty awarded from before didn't show up and decided the right moment was as Dybala scored. When's 24 out? It's 1-0. I mean, I'm happy about it, so good. Another header as well. Another surprise header. I mean, how many of these are we going to have? McAllister, corner. We know what he's aiming for. Pau Torres charges in. It's a shame that time Mitrovic didn't just get in the way. As McAllister back across Lacroix. Up towards Mitrovic. It's been parried out. Dybala. Oh, he's got a score. He's missed. But the quality of Dybala, I know it's on his right foot, but still. We're actually up to 5th here if we beat Milan. That's probably qualification. And Ramsdale as well deserves a lot of credit for that save, don't forget. That was exceptional. Zicarlos has come on. I like Zicarlos because he should have been on Championship Manager 0102. It's that kind of name, right? There were so many players of that ilk back in the day, and there's not enough of those these days. As another little surprise header. Declan Rice has charged in. Lacroix this time has flicked it onto the back post, and Rice has charged in. Surely not. It's a goal. It's another surprise. We only do surprise headers now. It's a wonderful flick. McAllister catches everybody out, doesn't go for Pau Torres. LaCroix flicks on, and Declan Rice, he knows that we're good aerially. It's a brilliant finish and gives us a 2-0 lead. And how different this game could have been had we been upset by a penalty decision that was correct but painful. And again, another corner. We're just so good from set pieces. LaCroix again goes for it. Everyone's getting in on the act. All right, a couple of changes we're going to make. Mitrovic off for Isaac and Mudryk off for St. Maximin. Get those boys on. A double change. At 2-0, I'm far more comfortable to make subs, so that's what I've done. Normally, I just think like team cohesion of the players that know each other is more valuable, even if they're not as like fit. So I tend to keep players out there. There is some logic behind the lack of my substitutions, as Dybala makes it 3. And even then, I still know when to make them. But notice there, 2 players that weren't substituted scored, which, I mean, it wasn't going to be players that had been substituted, was it? So regardless, a really, really nice goal. And our performances in Europe that you've seen, it's all turned around. But some terrible ones that you've not seen and some really good ones. Maybe you're good luck from now on as Dybala flicks in and it's 3-0 Newcastle. What a European night this has turned out to be. Goodness me. Started with some tremendous music and this is how it's ending. Oh, yes, please. St. Maximin on that side, driving into the penalty area. Lots of options. Can he pull it back? Not this time. And Milan clear it so poorly, they don't deserve the ball. Isaac now back to Bruno Guimaraes. It's well far out. Dybala, it's 4. What a night. What an evening. Deary me. No one's going to sleep in Newcastle tonight. This is great. I can't believe how well this is going. I really can't. Dybala's on a 10. A 10, a hat-trick. A Champions League hat-trick. Well, I never. An absolute demolition as Newcastle win 4-0. And can we... Can Newcastle win the Champions League? I think so. I'm calling it now. We're going to do it. Meanwhile, Benfica and Liverpool drew 5-5. Who knows? All right then, team, that's going to conclude for today then as we get our money. I assume, if we just go and take a look at it then, we've got 2 games left to go in the Champions League. We cannot fall out of these top 24 places, so we're definitely through to the next round, but obviously we're still fighting for that automatic spot. If you remember, though, we play both Madrid sides next. I'll see you probably... I might even come to you for that. I've got FA Cup against Leicester. There's a lot of games to play, but equally, like the Champions League run right now is far more prominent than the Premier League run. So let me know in the comments. Madrid's up next, maybe with Manchester United in the middle. Maybe we'll do a 3-game special. Who knows? Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Goodbye. Leave a like, subscribe. The champions. Do all that.